Hello again, ladies and gents, or I suppose my target audience. I had my birthday recently, which means I am now your senior officer, as I outrank you in days since parent sexing. This video is getting demonetized, but hey, I'm having fun, and I wasn't getting paid in the first place. So, like I mentioned, birthday is time since your conception, which means a whopping 19 years ago. My parents did the do and some change. They're great. It's a great thought to think about. Either way, I have no idea what I'm supposed to think at this point. It is the first birthday after the big milestone of adulthood. So, when there's really nothing going on for another 2 years when I'm allowed to drink, it's just whatever. And of course I am now an adult, so I can do whatever I want at this point, give or take. But what do I do? There is nothing to do. I shouldn't say there's nothing to do. There's nothing I'm currently doing. I'm job hunting again, because I had to quit my last one for some family business, and now nobody wants to talk to me. So until that glorious day when someone actually calls me back when they say they will, I'm stuck doing everything but. Which really does feel like crap if I'm being honest. Because you want to be productive, but there's nothing too productive anymore. Regardless. And it's not just me having birthdays either. Like, my friends, they're having their age up ceremonies, and most of them have decided to move away from me, so I can't even hang out with any of them on either of our birthdays. Hell, I'm not even in contact with most of them anymore, because they're off living, normal adult lives, being in college and stuff. And then there's me, the unemployed friend, on a Friday night, except I'm not doing any of that cool Friday night stuff that people meme about. So come to think of it, I could be doing Friday night stuff. I might start doing Friday night stuff. I might go see Jimmy Fallon. No, that's the late night show, not Friday night show. That would be funny. A Friday night show. They just talk about Fridays. Not even interesting Fridays, just Fridays. But it has Jimmy Fallon. Being Jimmy Fallon. I haven't watched a Jimmy Fallon anything in years. Why am I thinking of Jimmy Fallon? It's because it's Jimmy Fallon. I used to watch Jimmy Fallon. He used to be one of the funniest guys in my mind growing up, because we didn't really have TV. So we had cable, which is TV. What am I talking about? Let me try that again. We didn't have things like Netflix on-demand services. We had cable. And I was lucky enough to stay up late enough times to know that there are late night programs, which is how I became a disgusting anime weeb nerd person, because Cartoon Network decides to play the most wonderful things when the kids are sleeping. Oh, but not me. No, I was watching anime and King of the Hill, because that exists for some reason. I can't think of one person I know who has ever said, I enjoy King of the Hill. It's just that one show that is airing and is popular enough to stay airing, but no one knows anyone who likes it. Of course, I could be wrong. Someone listening to this could be getting really mad and say, King of the Hill is my favorite show, how dare you? Well, I'm sorry. It just sucks, and your opinion is bad. But by all means, leave me a hate comment. It would make my day. Anyway, that was the case with the late night show. You go on vacation a couple times, and you start getting into the, what's the word? The time zone. You start getting used to where you are. So when you get back home, your sleep schedule is all screwy, so you're staying up even later. Of course, the parents just seem to be fine. They're not affected by it. But no, we, the kids, had free reign of the house when they were passing out because they're dealing with our energetic faces the whole day. Which means one night, I'm fortunate enough to get downstairs and turn on the TV. And look whose face is plastered on our flat screen, because we were lucky. That was a double lie. We were not lucky, and it was not a flat screen. Either way, it was Jimmy Fallon talking to who knows the celebrity it was of that night. But he was an adult making jokes that everyone else was laughing at. So in my head, he must be funny. He is a funny guy. I like funny guys. And then I kept growing up and realizing, it's Jimmy Fallon. Just year by year, birthday by birthday, I decided no more late night show. It's not worth it. But whatever. That's probably the weirdest part of birthdays. You don't even know when it happens. You get older. Year by year, you don't feel any different. And then you look back at the last birthday and think, I did change. Something happened along the way, and I'm not the same anymore. That could go for a good thing, a bad thing, maybe just, I'm different. But in a different way. It just happens, and there's no telling when it does. I said all of that already. There's a lot of repetition here, folks. I apologize for the scratchy record. I'm going to sneeze now. Apologies for those who turned me on late at night and just had their ears raped by my sonic boom. Speaking of late nights, it is getting a tad late, so I do believe I shall be ending this rather soon. So, to those who are watching and those who are yet to watch, this is Late Night Resolve, and I'll be signing off.